Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the Algebra 1 concept of writing quadratic equations. This is standard A.6B in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 41 of the 2025 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got a quadratic function, f, and they've given us the vertex, passes through a point, and we need to write it in standard form. All right, so we're going to need some things from our reference materials. And you look down at the bottom of your reference materials, you're going to see two things that are going to be extremely important. You're going to see the standard form, which is what they said we need. So let's go ahead and get that. This is our goal. F of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c. We want it to look like that. We are also going to need the vertex form because it says it passes through the vertex, and so that's going to be helpful. If it passes through the vertex, let's grab the vertex form. So I'll just put standard right here, and then let's get vertex right here. F of x equals a, and then they give it to you in this form, x minus h squared plus k. Now, what they don't tell you, you still need to know, is that your vertex, this is what you need to know coming into the text, is going to be 8k. So if you can get it into your vertex form, then the h value is going to be your x coordinate of the vertex, and your k value is going to be the y coordinate of the vertex. And they give it to us right there. So we can now say that h equals 5, k equals -1. So let's plug those back into our vertex form. And so we can say f of x equals a, we don't know what that is, x minus, and then my h is 5, squared, plus -1, which is my k. So I'll just make that a -1. Now I want to solve for a. If I can figure out what a is, then I can just kind of distribute this out and be good to go. But I still have, I have two unknowns. I've got this x, I've got this f of x outside of the a, which I still don't know. So I need more information. But you know what? This is going to be the vertex form of the equation that we're trying to find. And they've given us a point that it goes through. So I'm going to use these as my x, and then instead of my y, it's going to be my f of x. So let's plug that in. So we can say that my x is going to be 3, my f of x is going to be -17. I'm going to plug these in right here. A, and what is my x? My x is 3 minus 5 squared. I'm going to go ahead and make that -1. Now we can simplify and solve for a because I've got everything with the value inserted into it rather except for just that a. So let's do -17 equals a, and then what is this? 3 minus 5, this is -2 squared minus 1. And so I'm going to go ahead and just add this 1 over here. So I'm going to get -16 equals, and then what is -2 squared? Well, -2 times -2 is +4, so it's going to be 4a, and then divide by 4. All right, so a equals, and then I've got this -4. Okay, so what I was missing right here is now -4. So let's plug this back in. F of x equals -4. And then I've got x minus 5 squared minus 1. All I need to do is I need to distribute it out and make it look like this standard form. Okay, so let's go ahead and do f of x, and let's just keep that -4 out there. What is x minus 5 squared? Well, that's going to be x squared minus 10x. If I FOIL it out, plus 25 minus 1. I need to distribute that -4 to all three terms. So let's do that. -4x squared. -4 times -10 is going to get me a +40x. -4 times that +25 is going to get me a -100. And then I've got that -1. So let's just make that a -101. And we say our answer here of A. So all that work is going to get us our answer of A.